So as our today's special, Nutrisystem has brought us a full month or more, if you decide to get it on auto ship, of food. This is Get Ready for Success, and it's a 22-day food plan. What's fantastic is that you're gonna get your breakfasts, your lunches, your dinners, and your snacks. Weekends are off, weekends are on you, but what you learn from the portions and the quality of the food is that you learn how to feed your body. And you're doing it not paying an arm and a leg. You'll notice that for our today's special price, which is about 26% off of the, or I should say lower than the regular retail value, you are getting everything that you need for breakfast, for lunch, for dinners, for snacks, 22 days worth of food. You add in your fresh fruits and vegetables, and Nutrisystem takes care of the rest. And if losing weight, feeling better in your skin and in your body is in the cards for you, let's help you do that. You can see that Sheila lost, and this is some befores and afters. Obviously, individual results will vary, and imagine what your results will be. But Sheila lost 30 pounds in 6 months. Look at the difference it made in her vitality. Clearly, you can see the difference in her body. Look at this before and after. Linda lost 80 pounds in 12 months. Think about that. Everyone looks better. They look happier. They look more vibrant because they've found the solution to maybe something that's been plaguing them for a while. This is Christina. She lost 30 pounds in 6 months. And you can see, once again, we can show you befores and afters for the entire hour, for the entire day. But what really matters is your before and after. So if you're ready to get to your after, because I say this all the time, we stay at the before much longer than we should. You can see Mike lost 55 pounds in 7 months. If you're ready to get to your after, let Nutrisystem help you along the way. Now, you have the option of getting it once, which would be about a month's worth of food, or you can do far and away what everyone else is doing and getting this on auto ship. And when you do, you lock in that today's special price, which is fantastic. You get this through the remainder of the year, and you're starting 2023 off in a much better place than maybe you started off at 2022. So, like I said, 22 breakfasts, 22 lunches, 22 dinners, 22 snacks. It breaks out to about $9 a day to feed yourself in a healthy way. And I don't know any grocery store, not a single grocery store that can measure up with that. It breaks out to about $3 a meal. So we're gonna give you all of the details, and we are joined by an amazing guest. Her name is Kat Carney. You've seen her on television for years, and Kat knows the position that some of us are in as the before, trying to get to the after. Kat, so great to have you.
So good to be here. I'm so excited to tell everyone about how fantastic Nutrisystem is and how it can, quite frankly, change your life.
Yes, for sure. And we're gonna see some, so this is you growing up.
This is me growing up. I was someone who just always had a weight issue. I was a heavy child, a heavy adolescent. I was that kid who couldn't even, go to the grocery store. That picture you saw a moment ago, I was close to 250 pounds in that photo. And, and I was someone who just believed, you know what, I'm big boned. My metabolism is slow. I'm fluffy. It's just, being a normal weight isn't in the cards for me. And I had, gone really my whole life like that. And I was working as a medical anchor for one of the largest news organizations in the country. And I was on air one day. When I came off air, a friend called me, and he had a friend that had been very successful on Nutrisystem. So, it's a good friend that can be like, hey, have you heard of Nutrisystem? And I remember, this was 18 years ago. I said, I've tried everything. Mm-hmm. And he said words that changed my life. If you haven't tried Nutrisystem, you haven't tried everything. Mm-hmm. And I want you right now at home to think about that. If you haven't tried Nutrisystem, I want you to hear what we have to say about it, because I went ahead and tried it, and I was just gonna check the box like, okay, I did it. The first week I noticed, wait, I'm full. I'm eating lots of food. I'm getting on the scale. I'm losing weight. The second week I was losing weight. The third week, people in my office were like, are you doing something different? Did you do something with your hair? 6 weeks later, I was a full pant size smaller. Wow. And a size for me is about 12 pounds. Yes. And then I lost close to 50 pounds in 5 months. And the picture that you saw a moment ago of me, my before photo, mm-hmm. I'm wearing these pants. I've kept these pants for close to 18 years. This is what I was wearing right before I started Nutrisystem. And I was on vacation, it was about 115 degrees, and I'm wearing pants because I was embarrassed about my body. But Nutrisystem gave me that freedom, it gave me control back, and that's what we want to give to you today.
For sure, and we're gonna do that, and I want you to just give us a few moments. I always feel like we know why we're drawn to things. And so give us a few moments. And when you hear your story, maybe you've just heard it. Maybe you're saying, yes, it's been 100 degrees where I live and I've been in pants. I've been covered up. I haven't been enjoying life the way that I would like to. This is the time for you. We've got it as a Today Special. It's gonna be the only Nutrisystem Today Special that we have for the rest of the year. This is gonna be your opportunity to go ahead and pick it up. We've made it even easier. You can call us, you can shop on hsn.com. There's even a QR code right there on the bottom of your screen. If you open up the camera app on your phone or your tablet, click on that QR code. It's gonna take you exactly to where you need to be on hsn.com on the page to order your system.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so wait, talk me through that again?
Yeah, so it's that QR code. So this is the thing, Nutrisystem has made the food easy, we've made the shopping easy. You just open up the phone on your phone app on your camera or on your tablet, click on that QR code, and it will take you exactly to the page where you need to place your order.
It doesn't get any easier than that.
It really doesn't. And when we talk about easy and convenient, it also has to be good. And that's what this is all wrapped up in one.
That's right, and that's where Nutrisystem excels because they know, I'm an emotional eater. I like to eat when I'm sad, I like to eat when I'm happy. I just like to eat, and I like food that tastes good. So Nutrisystem says, you know what, for people like Kat, maybe for people like you who have more than 10 pounds to lose, you're only going to stay on a program if you like the food. So they have partnered with professional chefs from around the country and said, okay, you know what? People like to eat chili. Let's come up with great tasting chili in perfect portions. People like to eat pasta. People like to eat pizza. You like to eat pasta and pizza and chocolate chip cookies. So that's what you're going to be eating when you're on the Nutrisystem program. Everything is done for you, but just in perfect portions. So all you have to do is get up in the morning and decide, what do you want for breakfast? A peanut butter oat bar, I think that's what I'm gonna have. Would you like to have a blueberry muffin, Tamara?
I would, absolutely.
This is for you, bon appetit. And you're not just having the muffin. You would have fresh fruit with that. You could also have this delicious chocolate shake. That's every day. You can be eating like a king or a queen every single day, every single meal. That muffin is delicious. I'm gonna have the peanut butter oat bar.
Look at this, and I'm gonna take a bite here. So this is no deprivation, because sometimes when we think, oh, I've got to focus on my portions, I've got to focus on eating healthy, we think of depriving ourselves, but that's not what this is.
This is almost like a seafood diet. If you see it, you can eat it. You can eat whatever. It's so good.
So good.
It's so good. And everything is planned out for you. There's a meal planner guide. All you have to do is open up the guide and then just check it off. Check off breakfast, check off lunch, check off dinner, check off the snack. So you can see here, oh, whoops, let me switch over. You can see here, you're eating all day long. And this is, because this is a program about eating to lose the weight.
Okay, and let's talk about, and you can see how delicious the food looks. It is equally delicious to eat, and that's important as well. We understand that we eat with our eyes, we eat with our senses, the way that it looks and the way that it smells, but the taste is fantastic. And that's one of the things that's gonna keep you going, in addition to when you start to see those results. You're seeing there some of the breakfast options, because you're getting 22 breakfast options.
That's right. So the first week that you're on the program, you're doing what we call the Fast Five. So for the first 7 days, all of your meals are Nutrisystem. And we call it Fast Five because you can lose up to 5 pounds your first week. Nutrisystem wants you to see from jump that it's working. How often have we gone on a program and you're like, okay, drum roll, I'm getting on the scale. You're like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't lose any weight. You know, oh wait, I actually went up a pound. Nutrisystem, you know, Nutrisystem knows that that can be so discouraging. So they said, you know what, we're gonna create the Fast Five program so that very first week you are seeing success, because that will motivate you to go into the second week. Now, weeks 2 through 4, those are what we call our weekends off program. So 2 days a week, you can eat out with your friends and family. And again, the reason Nutrisystem does that is because they know that life goes on. You have business functions, you have parties that you want to go to. So you can take those 2 days, and if you're thinking, well, wait a minute, well, what am I eating when I'm there? On the back of the guide, there's a toll-free number. And that number is just for HSN customers who are on the Nutrisystem program. You can walk into a restaurant and say, hey, let me read the menu off to you and tell me what I can eat that keeps me on program. So 2 days a week, you can do that. And that's how you stay in the program for weeks until you reach your goal weight.
Absolutely, and we talk about that. You mentioned the Fast Five, where you can kind of, lose that quick 5 pounds. Sometimes when we think about, well, I have a little bit of weight to lose, can you show us like what 10 pounds of extra weight could look like?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I got a bag of potatoes back here. So the last time I went to the grocery store, I was like, let me get this. So this is what 5 pounds looks like.
Oh my gosh.
This is 10 pounds. Hold on.
Wait.
Right, exactly.
And I'm a strong girl. This is heavy.
It's heavy.
And
it's
sometimes
heavy.
we don't even realize. Sometimes you might think, oh yes, I know I've got extra weight that I don't like the way it looks, or I don't like the clothes that I have to wear for that extra weight. But when you actually feel what that is, that's what we're carrying around. And this is a lot.
I mean, imagine carrying 2 babies around all day long.
And you can't
I'll take
put
it from
them down.
But you know what? This would be about a full pant size for me. And we always say if you've got about 10 pounds to lose, 1 month, you're probably gonna be okay. But if you're like me, you have more than 10 pounds to lose, it's all about auto delivery. We didn't put the weight on overnight. We're not going to take it off overnight. So let Nutrisystem hold your hand all the way through the process. Because here's the thing, the next 4 weeks have to pass anyway.
That's right.
You gotta eat. You gotta eat something. Right. You might as well be eating that blueberry muffin that you're seeing there, that double chocolate muffin, the NutriFlake cereal, eating those for breakfast. You might as well be eating. And are you familiar with the Nutrisystem Guarantee?
Tell me about it.
So here's what it is.
Okay.
All of the food that you're seeing there, 22 breakfasts, 22 lunches, 22 dinners, 22 snacks and desserts, the 7 shakes, that's what you're gonna receive when you order. I want you to eat all of it for the next month. Eat every single thing that you receive. And at the end of 4 weeks, if you aren't happy with the results, if when you look in the mirror, you're going, you know what, I'm not happy. You can call HSN and say, I want my money back, and they'll give it to you. And there's nothing to send back because you've eaten all of the food. And I'm gonna recap if you're thinking, wait, did she just say eat all the food and I can maybe get my money back? That's exactly what I said. That is the Nutrisystem Guarantee. And the reason Nutrisystem can do that is because it's one thing for us to sit up here and say, it works, it works, it works. The only way you know it works is if you try the program. We know it works. We just want you to know that it works.
For sure. And as you're looking there at the food, and as you're listening to Kat, as you're seeing our offer and understanding, wait a minute, it's literally, I'm eating nutritious, delicious food that was developed by chefs and registered dietitians, so I know it's the right thing for me. I'm adding in my fruits and vegetables. I'm feeding my body for $9 a day. And I said at the beginning of the presentation, I don't know a single grocery store that you can feed yourself breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack in a healthy way for $9 a day. You could go through the drive-thru just for you for one meal that's neither healthy nor, nutritious in any way and spend that amount of money. This is why so many of you are really jumping on and taking advantage of our today's special now. Because just like Kat said, 4 weeks are gonna pass by anyway. You know what's coming up in 4 weeks? You've got open houses. If you've got kids going back to school and you're going back and interacting with the other parents and the teachers, you're getting more active in your kids or your grandkids' lives. You're maybe going to football games. Maybe you're getting ready for the holidays. And you think about the holiday season, I call it the eating season, because this is when people invite you over just to eat.
Right.
And they cook as much as they possibly can and put it in front of you. And if that makes your heart pound a little bit because you're thinking, oh my gosh, how much am I gonna gain this time? Why not set yourself up for success, which is what this is all about. And you're doing it $9 a day, about $49 a week to eat healthy, this is the time to do it. Call us, go to hsn.com or use that QR code and you are right there in the right place. And decide if you want it once or if you want it on auto ship. Far and away, most of you are getting this on auto ship so that you can keep those benefits going. And I've been, while Kat was talking, I was drinking some of my shake. It's just too good to pass up.
It's so good. It's thick, it's creamy. And, you know, you were talking about going through the drive-thru. You can't do that for $9 a day. The last time I went to the movies, I couldn't get popcorn for $9.
Yes!
I was like, whoa. And that's when you know you're old. Like when I was a kid, popcorn was, I don't even remember what it was when I was a kid, but I know it wasn't over $9.
That's right.
But when you're on Nutrisystem, you can have popcorn. You've got the butter popcorn. I've got the white cheddar popcorn. And you know what? How often have you gone to the grocery store, you bought a bag of chips, and then you've eaten all of it, or you get a bag of popcorn, you look at it, you're like, oh wait, that was like 8 servings, and I already ate it all. Uh-oh, I ate it all. Well, with Nutrisystem, you get to have every single thing, every morsel that is in the bag. You know, so you get to eat every piece of popcorn, and every night you can have popcorn, you can have chocolate. This is really the ultimate program. And then you talked about, you know, the eating season and, you know, worrying about, well, how much am I going to gain? Sometimes, especially when I was much heavier, when I was like 250 pounds, I wasn't even going to functions because I couldn't find anything to wear. I was thinking like, oh, you know what, family's gonna be there. They're gonna be like, oh, you know, there's Kat. Why is she? I always felt like people were watching me eating, and I felt self-conscious about it. But if you decide to go on the Nutrisystem program today, you can be ready for those holiday functions. You can be ready for the end of the year. You can be shopping today for your New Year's spectacular outfit, because Nutrisystem can absolutely get you there, whether you have 10 pounds to lose, 110 pounds to lose, 210 pounds to lose. They can get you there eating things like this yummy popcorn.
You're not depriving yourself at all. This is, you know, we've got lots more to share with you, but I want you to call us. I want you to make that decision and go ahead and get your today's special. Get it on auto ship so that you have it continuing to come to you throughout the rest of the year. Let's take a listen to Marie Osmond. You've seen her on television for years. You've seen her talk about the benefits of Nutrisystem for her body and her life. Let's take a listen.
Everything for you. The day you decide to take control and empower yourself to get healthy and finally take care of you.
So you're seeing Marie's before and after. She's lost 50 pounds in 5 months. She's kept it off because, as we always say, it's about making the right decisions to get there, but also it teaches you how to make the right decisions to stay there.
Exactly. And a lot of people might not know this about Marie, but when she went on Nutrisystem, she was sitting at home, just like you are right now. She was watching the sister station, QVC. She saw a Nutrisystem presentation and said, you know what? I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna give it a try. No one knew that she was actually on Nutrisystem.
Wow.
And then she was on the dancing program. So dancing was her physical activity. So weight loss doesn't have to be starving yourself and then going to the gym and slaving away at the gym. It can be as simple as eating perfect portions and just moving a little bit more today than you did yesterday. You know, I'm wearing my smartwatch, you know, every day I'm trying to close my rings. And today, midday, I'm gonna walk. I heard you all talking yesterday about like walking the campus.
Yes.
Girl, I was watching it. I was watching it. My walking shoes are sitting right back there in the green room. I'm gonna eat lunch and then I'm gonna go for a walk. So whether it's going for a walk or putting on some music and dancing, that is what the Nutrisystem program is about. And again, I want to remind you about that Nutrisystem Guarantee. Eat all of the food. You're going to receive 4 weeks worth of food. You have to eat something for the next 4 weeks. You can go to the grocery store. I don't know about you, every time I go to the grocery store, my groceries are going up. When you place your order today, your price is locked in. So if you're someone who's watching the numbers, watching your budget, this is the moment to get in. Eat all of the food for the next 4 weeks, and at the end of a month, if you aren't happy, call HSN and say, I want my money back, and you'll get it. Nothing to send back, not the empty boxes, nothing. But I want you to decide today, I'm going to give it a try. I'm gonna do what Marie did. I'm gonna do what Kat did. I'm going to see just what it can do for me.
Absolutely. And you're seeing the food there. We're gonna go over, you'll notice how easy everything is. Before we head on over though, I see a nice little meal right here. What do we have here?
This is a lunch. This is the red beans and rice with quinoa. This is one of the new meals. It is so yummy and so hearty.
I'll tell you, I make a mean stew and chili and that kind of thing. I can't beat this.
Really?
This is good.
It is good.
And for me to make the dishes that I make, it takes a lot of ingredients, it takes a lot of time. This took no time at all because it's already done.
Right.
It's literally ready to go for you. So the convenience that it's bringing to you and your time and your life is unbeatable. Let's head on over so that you can see what it's going to be when you get this home.
So this is everything that you're going to receive when you place your order today. And if you're noticing, everything is different colors. So what's in front of me right now in yellow, these are your breakfasts. So when you get up in the morning, all you decide is, let's see, do I want oatmeal? Do I want cereal? Do I want a blueberry muffin? That's what Tamara had this morning. Do I want, what do I want to have? And then in addition to this, you're going to add fresh fruits, maybe some milk or almond milk to your cereal. You can have that yummy chocolate shake, or maybe you want to save your chocolate shake for a little bit later during the day.
Okay.
Then when you move into lunch, everything lunch is blue. Beans and ham soup, chicken noodle soup, that's one of my favorites. I love this garlic cheese flatbread because you know what, back in the day when I was trying all those other kooky diets, I was told you can't have bread,
right,
you can't have carbs, but on Nutrisystem, you can because these are perfect portions. So again, blue is your lunch and you're gonna add a side salad or maybe some grilled vegetables, and then you're gonna move on to dinner. Dinner is red. How about barbecued chicken, chili with beans, hearty beef stew, lasagna with meat sauce. This is what you're gonna be dining on every single day. Adding a salad, adding some grilled vegetables, but you're not done like the commercial says, but wait, there's more.
That's right.
We're moving on here to purple. And you see, I'm wearing lavender as well because I dress like my favorite food occasion, which is dessert. So you can have popcorn, 2 different types of popcorn, honey mustard pretzels. There's chocolate. Maybe you're feeling salty and snacky today. Maybe you're feeling sweet. It's all here, but it's 4 weeks worth of food plus 7 bonus shakes. And if you're thinking, well, wait a minute, that is not all gonna fit in my refrigerator or freezer. Everything is shelf stable. And the reason they do that is because they use a soft canning process. So they put all the ingredients in the container, seal it, kind of like my grandmother used to can, and that's how they do it with really healthy ingredients. I saw you eyeing those shakes.
I was, because I wanted you to really, really tune in because our value, I keep saying that it's unmatched, and it really is. This is everything that you're gonna be eating, that you get a chance to eat. Because sometimes, even when we're cooking and preparing our own meals, we kind of eat the same things over and over. The variety that we would like to have in our lives in reality is usually not there. You're getting a variety of food that you're gonna look forward to eating. It's gonna be delicious for you. You add in your vegetables and your fruits, and you get everything else. And the best part is that at the end of it, you get to feel better about the person that you see in the mirror. And I'm not, it's men and women, younger or older, there is no delineation. Everyone can benefit when you're eating in a healthy way. And speaking of that, we've got someone who has used Nutrisystem, has fallen in love with it, and has seen the results. This is Michelle. She's calling us from Ohio. Let's welcome Michelle in. And Michelle, welcome to HSN. I'd love to hear your story about how you got started with Nutrisystem.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I tried Nutrisystem as a last resort. I was someone that had struggled with my weight my whole life, even back in school. And what I found is that when I became an adult and after I had kids, it was when it really, really became a problem. So I was done having kids, I stood on the scale, and the number was bigger than I'd ever seen before. And I knew I had struggled so much in the past, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. And I was terrified. So I tried Nutrisystem on a whim as a last resort because it was the only program I hadn't tried. And I went on the program and I did for the very first week and did the Fast 5 and all of that. And I got on the scale and I had lost 5 pounds, and I was so excited about that, but I had done that over and over and over again, right? Like, I think that first week, like, you're always excited, but I was excited to go eat my next meal. And that is when I knew that this was a program I was going to be able to stay on long enough to finally have success. I don't have very much willpower. I had a hard time staying consistent on programs, but with Nutrisystem, it was so easy, so convenient, the food was so good, and the variety is what kept me on the plan. And I was able to finally, for the first time in my life, stay on something long enough and see some amazing results.
So what are some of your favorite foods?
Oh, gosh. Well, first, the double chocolate muffin. I'm such a sweet girl, so to be able to have coffee and a chocolate muffin every day, who doesn't want to do that? I mean, that was the best thing ever. But there's so many things, the mashed potatoes, the pizzas, the snacks, the chocolate-covered pretzels, those are to die for. Like, again, when we go on programs, when we go on diets, the first thing they do is take everything away. No sugars, no carbs, none of this stuff. And what Nutrisystem does is they hand it right back to you. And they teach you how you can enjoy these foods. You can enjoy, it's just making sure that you're having the right portions and making sure that you're adding your vegetables and drinking your water. For so long, I thought I had to live on chicken and broccoli. And Nutrisystem taught me a new way. It taught me a way to, no, you can enjoy things like chocolate and pizza and macaroni and cheese and all of these amazing things just in the right portions. And it truly changed my life.
And I know what you mean about the living on chicken and broccoli. I went through the meal prep phase. Chicken, broccoli, rice. Right. You spend all Sunday prepping everything. Then you're eating the same thing out of the containers every single day. And you're still maybe not even seeing results. The thing about Nutrisystem is the ultimate meal prep because they've already done it for you. And Michelle, what would you say to someone who is who's watching the program right now and they still don't know, is it for me? What would you say just to get them just to encourage them to give it a try today?
Well, I know for me, like I said, I had tried everything. I had went to meetings and counted carbs and all of these things, and I had struggled over and over and over again. And I finally was able to see results on this program. And I always just tell people through my journey with Nutrisystem, I've gotten to meet so many different people of all different ages and all different phases of life. And the one thing we've all had in common is this worked for us. So I just think I am a firm believer that life is just too short. And a lot of times we look at the negativity and oh, that's not going to work for me. But what if it does? What if making the one call to Nutrisystem completely changed my life? Wow. And what if that happens to you? It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot.
Absolutely.
Powerful words.
Michelle, thank you so much for sharing that. I know that you've encouraged a lot of people who are listening and seeing your befores and afters and saying, you know what? Her before story is me. I can't wait to get to the after. So Michelle, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure for sure. And if you were listening to Michelle and you're saying, you know what, I am gonna make the decision to do it. This is how you do it. You call us, or you can go to hsn.com, or you can use the HSN app on your phone. That's how I shop. We've even made it one step easier for you by putting a QR code on the bottom of the screen. You open up the phone on your camera, you click that QR code, and it takes you straight to the Nutrisystem page on hsn.com, and you decide, do I want it for 1 month, or do I want it on auto ship? And you'll have it for the rest of the year. And I hope that you get it on auto ship, because that's far and away what most people are doing, and we'll send it to you. And then when it's time for you to make that, you wake up in the morning and you might be late for wherever you have to go, instead of grabbing a donut, instead of grabbing something that's filled with calories and gunk, you go to your pantry and grab yellow. Yellow is breakfast, blue is lunch, red is dinner, purple is snack, and then green is going to be your shakes, which is what we're enjoying right now. And it's that simple, and that's how you do it, and that's how you reach your goal. You add in fruits, you add in vegetables, you may already have them in your refrigerator right now, or when you go to the grocery store, you just kind of stay on the perimeter of the grocery store. You don't even go inside the middle, you just stay on the perimeter. and Nutrisystem helps you to get there. So on FlexPay, if you want to use FlexPay, use any major credit card, and it's $40, and the shipping is free. If you want to use the HSN card, you can spread that payment out as well, and you can get up to 6 flex payments. It makes it $33. The shipping is still free. If you get it on auto ship, you're not having to be concerned about, oh my gosh, what am I gonna eat when I get hungry? Because you know something, Kat, I always think about the 3 p.m. danger zone. You know, when you're back at work, or at school, and 3 o'clock rolls around and you get hungry. And it's never anything good that you're reaching for in the break room.
And I don't get hungry, I get hangry. I get hangry, and I almost kind of revert back to where I was before, like, oh, let me go through the drive-thru, let me go here, let me go to Lots of Bucks coffee shop. And, you know, and that used to be my one meal a day, Lots of Bucks, and I was spending a lot of money for a big latte and a big muffin, and I'm thinking, why am I not only not losing weight, I'm gaining weight, and I'm only eating one meal? Well, you know what? That one muffin might have, I don't know, 45,000 calories in it. The latte, we don't know what's in the food that we're eating. With Nutrisystem, you don't even need to know. What you need to know is that it works. We just heard Michelle say it works. When that 3 p.m. monster starts calling, there's something here that will satisfy you.
Absolutely. And so while you're listening and watching, you're gonna see more befores and afters. We're gonna talk to a few more folks. This is your time to make the decision to get to the after. We stay way too long at the before. This is Lindsay. She's lost 47 pounds in 12 months. And this is what we keep saying. The time is gonna go by anyway. How would you like to spend it? How would you like to, Kat, I heard you once say, enjoy the journey. With food this good, you can enjoy the journey.
You can enjoy the journey. Here's Laura. She enjoyed 6 months and lost 30 pounds. And let's face it, she was gorgeous in her before. She's radiant in her after. And that's the thing too. Nutrisystem said, we want you to enjoy it. This happiness, this joy that you're hearing people talking about, you know, it's because we love Nutrisystem. Randy decided, I'm gonna give it a try. She lost 35 pounds in 6 months. You're never gonna know what your results can be unless you give it a try. And again, the time has to pass anyway. So what are you going to do? What is your decision? Who is Nutrisystem for? Nutrisystem's for you. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to take control of your life? Do you want to ease into the holidays going, I got this? Do you want to ease into 2023 going, I wrapped up the last 3 years in a bow and I am here. I am ready for all the fashions. I am ready for all the parties. I am ready for life. Nutrisystem can do that for you. Absolutely. And a lot of people, you know, they remember the day and time that their children are born. I want you to remember this day and this time, because this is the moment where your transformation begins. And there are very few things that can transform your life. Nutrisystem can transform your life, but you still have to participate, and that's picking up the phone and making the decision to order today.
For sure. I'm glad that so many of you are getting this on auto ship. It's a very smart decision, and we just make it really simple. As I said, Nutrisystem made it delicious and easy. HSN makes the shopping simple. You have one decision to make, and that decision is, am I going to do it for myself today? What I love about our today's special in terms of the price and the value is that it's $9 a day for an entire day's worth of food. And when you really put it in dollars and cents, think about how much your last grocery bill was.
Mine was crazy.
Mine, I know, and it's getting crazier and crazier. Every time you go to the store, you think, they want how much for a jar of peanut butter?
Right, I'll make my own peanut butter.
Right, and this allows you to have, look, we've got thick crust pizza. We've got lasagna with meat sauce. You're not depriving yourself in any way. Everything about it is delicious and something that you're gonna look forward to. I love, as Michelle said, she got off the scale, she had lost those first 5 pounds, and she was looking forward to her next meal.
That's right, that's right.
If you're dreading the chicken breast, the brown rice, and the dry broccoli.
It's torture.
That is torture, and that's not the way we live. What I love is that these are foods for the way we actually live.
That's right. And the last time I went to the grocery store, my bill was so high, I was like, I need to grow a garden or something. I need to start growing my own food, pumping my own water from a well, because it's just too expensive. And there's no end in sight to grocery bills going up. Right now, the remedy I know is Nutrisystem, because when you order today and you get on auto delivery, you are locking in that price. You are locking in the savings. So for this month, next month, the following month, you know what your bill is going to be, and you know you're going to be eating healthy, and you're going to be eating noodles, you're going to be eating chocolate. I think I'm going to try these chocolate flavored. You know what? I'm going to go with the toffee crunch cookies. Delicious,
this is
right?
Good.
Delicious, delicious.
This is amazing, and it's flavored well. I mean, the seasoning, that's the thing. Nutrisystem cooks better than I do, and I thought I was a good cook. And I am for like a couple of dishes here and there. But the fact that this is more variety than I typically make in a regular week, in a regular month, and maybe you do as well. If you're on that cycle of every Monday it's you know, it's a casserole. Every Tuesday, it's tacos. Every Wednesday, if you're on that cycle, and this is something that you're gonna do for yourself, for variety, for flavor, this is the time to make the decision. The value is unbeatable. It's about 26% off of the retail value, so you're spending less, you're getting more than you ever have before. You're not depriving yourself, and this is a go-to. This is for the man or woman who has no time to think about cooking and cleaning and going to the grocery store and doing all of that. No time to plot out a healthy day's worth of meal, let alone a healthy month's worth of meals.
That's right,
and then budget each penny. This is for you if you're saying, I just want it, and I want to make the right decision for myself and for my body, and that's what this is. Here's the item number, it's 098161. Far and away, most of you are getting it on auto ship, and if you haven't made the decision yet, now is your time. I'm holding on to the lunch, and I could like literally just stand here and eat everything that's on the table.
And now is the time. You know, I was on at midnight with Leslie, and we were talking about like, hey, everybody who ordered now, we're the midnight crew. Well, you know what? Guess what crew you're on? 11 a.m. Eastern. So I think we're gonna start like maybe a little competition. Like who started their transformation when? We want you to be part of the family. We want you to have the joy that we're having. But you can only do that if you say, right now, okay, I'll give it a try. You don't have to believe right now that it works. You'll know a week from now. You'll know 2 weeks from now. You'll know 3 weeks from now. I just want you to give it a try. Check the box and go, okay, I'm doing it. I haven't tried Nutrisystem, or maybe you tried Nutrisystem many years ago. This is not your grandmother's Nutrisystem. This is your Nutrisystem. And guess what? It works.
Yes, this is all, it's not gonna take up all of the room in your refrigerator. Or your freezer. These are shelf stable. You have the most delicious breakfasts, 22 breakfasts, 22 lunches, 22 dinners, 22 snacks, and 7 shakes. If you're thinking, wow, that's a lot of food, it is.
It is a lot of food.
And there's nothing on this table that you can't eat. There's nothing, when you see chocolate and cookies and popcorn. If you are, I'm a popcorn fanatic, but I'm all about the sugar, the sweet as well. When I look and say, I don't have to edit myself. There's nothing on this table or that table or that table that I have to say no to.
Nothing that you have to say no to. And these are the actual portions. Nothing was doubled up or tripled up or halved. This is the actual portion. And in addition to what you're seeing here, you're going to be adding fresh fruits and vegetables every day. And so you're eating like a king and a queen every single day, losing weight. And when the very first time I went on the program, I was working at that large news organization, and I didn't want people to know that I was on another diet, because I was the medical anchor. So I had access to everything, and every year my weight was going up, 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 up. So when I started Nutrisystem, I was taking the meals out of the packages and putting them in plastic containers and bringing them in. And I'm sure, because I was always so self-conscious, I know they were like, oh, there goes that Cat Carney. Is that lasagna she's eating? That's why she can't lose weight. Now she's walking through, she's got a cookie in her hand. And I was just like, well, I'm just following. And then after the first week, I was like, oh my gosh, I lost weight. Second week, and then people in my office were like, hey, Kat, like, what do you, did you do something different with your hair?
Yeah.
And then viewers started noticing that I was losing weight. And I was like, there is something to this Nutrisystem.
Yes.
But I originally just did it just to go, let me just try it.
Yes.
I don't even know if it's gonna work. Not only did it work, it blew my mind.
Yes.
And I live in Atlanta in the city, and I live in a high rise, and so I have to go down to the lobby to get my box. So like I went to go get it last week, and one of my neighbors was like, is that Nutrisystem? I was like, yeah. She was like, you know, I've seen the commercials with Marie Osmond. She was like, it works. I was like, yep, it works. And she was like, is it good? I mean, are you gonna be satisfied? Like, those are the questions she had. And I was like, well, you're more than welcome to try some. So I opened up my box and I gave her some. Yeah. She texted me, she goes, oh my gosh, it was so satisfying. It was so good. How do I order? I was like, girl, HSN.
Yes.
I'll be on HSN next week. And you are tuning into HSN, and we don't want you to miss out. Don't miss out. This is your time right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now to say, I want to try it. I want to see what it can do for me. And it doesn't even matter to me if you have a chip on your shoulder the whole first week, just eating and going, I don't even know what's going to work. It doesn't matter to me.
Yes.
I just want you to try it. I want you to get in with the program. I want you to be part of the 11 a.m. We got to come up with a name. They can't, it's the midnight crew. They can't be the 11 a.m. crew. What are we going to call them?
Gosh, we've got to be the...
Okay, we're gonna come up with something.
We will.
Or text us, send us a message. You'll be like, I'm in at 11, I think our name should be this.
Okay, okay, please do it. Yeah, because we want to know.
Yeah, social media, message us and be like, this is what we think the name should be.
And we want you to be a part of it too. And this is what I say. I love that you were saying that, because I say, be skeptical and do it anyway.
That's right.
You know, be skeptical and lose weight anyway.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
It really, I say it all the time, because sometimes we're so skeptical and that keeps us back here. Be skeptical and take the step anyway.
That's right.
It really is that simple. And I love that you were saying, because sometimes people will judge you, you know, and they're judging you anyway. They're judging you no matter what you do, good or bad. So you may as well get to your after. So this is, I want to show you right here. This is a dinner. Ravioli with meat sauce. Do you see this? So this is the box. If you don't want to take the box to work or to school with you, take it out of the box. And this is what you're taking to work and to school.
Exactly.
This looks delicious. Nobody's saying anything except, oh, where did you get that? What restaurant did you go to get that? It's just, and your answer is, oh, it's just a little something I have.
Just a little something.
And you eat and let your eyes roll in the back of your head with every bite and enjoy it, and you will, knowing that there's no guilt. Because you know, as much as we love our foods, they're called guilty pleasures for a reason, because every time I dip into that movie theater popcorn, it's good, but I feel bad, you know? And if you can relate, it's, ooh, this is really good, but I'm gonna pay for this tomorrow. I really feel bad. I know I shouldn't be doing this. That's not enjoyable.
Right.
Just like Kat said, enjoy the journey. This allows you to enjoy the journey. This is, I was just thinking, what if we call the 11 a.m. show the Lunch Bunch?
Perfect. Perfect.
And enjoy the lunch. Let's have lunch.
Let's do lunch.
Yes. Let's do lunch. Let's do healthy. Let's do delicious.
Okay, Lunch Bunch, it's on you. It's on you. Who's going to be part of the Lunch Bunch? Is that not right? And, you know, and speaking of lunch, you said that was a dinner. I'm someone who likes to have my bigger meals earlier in the day, so I actually would eat my dinner at lunchtime, and then I would eat my lunch in the evening. Okay. So you can mix up your meals that way, just as long as you're eating all the food. So Lunch Bunch, girl.
I'm sorry,
that's
this is
brilliant.
this is good.
It is good.
I haven't had good ravioli in a long time.
So yummy. And you know what? That was the thing that got me, and I can't cook. I just can't cook. And my grandmother said, and that's why you're single. But the thing...
You gotta love grandmothers. They just tell it like it is sometimes.
Yeah, that's why you're single. But the thing about Nutrisystem is I was eating really great food. You know, they always say, like, you lose more weight or you do better if you're making your meals at home. Well, that was one of the reasons I wasn't losing weight, is I was eating out every day. Nutrisystem made me feel like I was in control. I was preparing my meals. And yes, I have given people Nutrisystem. I've invited company over, and I'm like, oh my God, I made lasagna. But it was really Nutrisystem lasagna.
And
because it's that good.
This is so good. It really is good. It really is. And if that's the only thing that's keeping you away, because I love is Michelle called in a little bit earlier. She talked about her Nutrisystem journey. She talked about her befores and afters. But one of the things she said that kept her going was how good the food was. And we were joking, you're not eating dry chicken breast and brown rice and broccoli. You're not doing that. This is Michelle who called in earlier. She said she was, you know, she had grown up, she had gotten married, she'd had her kids, she was done having her kids, and she just found her place, found herself in a place that she never realized that she would be in. And she lost with Nutrisystem, although she was skeptical, she lost 41 pounds in 6 months. Think about this. You are starting today. You are making this decision today. We are coming up on to the end of August. We've got September, and then we go into Halloween. That's right. And then we go into the eating season, Thanksgiving, and all of the winter holidays. You want to be ready. You don't want to dread it. So call us, shoponhsn.com. Go ahead and pick up your today's special. We've got more folks to talk to. We're going to talk to Ken. He's calling us from North Carolina. And Ken is someone else who has really benefited from Nutrisystem. Welcome to HSN, Ken.
Oh, good afternoon, ladies. Actually, I'm calling from Atlanta. Hey, welcome, fellow Atlanteans.
ATL. That's right. Hey. Well, Ken, tell us your experience with Nutrisystem. What made you want to give it a try, and tell us about your results.
Well, you know, I wasn't the fat kid. I'm probably the typical guy. I wasn't the fat kid. Got older, got married, couldn't go to the gym anymore, started gaining weight. So then I tried to do it myself, and, you know, I kept putting on more and more weight because, you know, I couldn't stay on a diet because I called it a diet. I saw Nutrisystem for months on the TV, and I'm going, oh, this can't be true. You know, so I didn't try it. I was like, wait a minute. You telling me that I could eat all of that type of food, hamburgers, and still lose weight? And I was at my wit's end. I said, you know what, let me give this a try. Gave it a try, and then the weight finally started coming off.
Wow.
And what was, like, how soon after you started were you like, wait a minute, this is working? Was it 10 weeks in and you're like, okay, it's working, or was it 1 weekend?
Oh no, it was 1 weekend. You know, I was 1 week in, and I lost more weight in that 1 week than I was losing the whole month on this other stuff.
How about that?
Oh my goodness. Wow, because you were doing the right thing.
That's right, yes.
And then when people started noticing, you know, what were they asking you? Like, what were some of the things they were asking you about the Nutrisystem program?
People, it was so funny. People were, first of all, people had to look at you twice to realize who you were. Because I really did look 20 years younger. I really did. And people wonder, you know, people would ask me, what did I do to lose the weight? Then when I tell them about Nutrisystem, first they say, oh, that's a lot of money. I said, it's $10 a day for 5 meals. Like, oh, okay. Well, it tastes like cardboard. I said, no. You got to try it. The food actually tastes good.
Yeah, and that's the thing that people still have a hard time wrapping their head around. Like, really, it tastes good, but the only way people stay on the program is that the food tastes good.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's so fun, and, like, we can hear the joy in your voice, and we heard it in Michelle's earlier, that it's a fun process. Did you enjoy your Nutrisystem journey?
Well, yeah, and you know, and not even so much that it tastes good. I was not hungry. That was the big deal before. You know, you're hungry, and what you call it, mangry or something? Eating anything, you know, and your personality changed.
Yes.
You know, see, I'm a mental health professional, and even other than losing the weight, you know, you got to do it for your mental health. You know, when you start taking control of your life, you start changing more than just the pounds on your body.
That's right.
Wow, yes.
That is right. That is absolutely right. So what would you say to someone who's watching right now? Because there's someone who's listening very closely to you right now, Ken. What would you say to them to encourage them to make the decision right now at this moment to give Nutrisystem a try?
Okay, and yeah, here's my thing. Just start and the motivation will come. I'm telling you, if you can just start, the motivation will come, and I'm going to tell you how it's going to come. If you start the program, you're going to start having more energy. You're going to start feeling much better, and people are going to start noticing you and giving you compliments on the way you look, and you will be so motivated. Is that it's almost like the endorphins are just going crazy in your brain because you feel so much better. And once you feel better, you realize how bad you felt.
Oh my
Once
gosh.
you feel better, you realize how bad you felt.
How bad you felt, and didn't even realize it until you get to the other side. Ken, I wish we could talk to you for the whole hour. Thank you so much for your call. I know that you really did inspire a lot of people, and we really thank you and for joining with us here at HSN.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a great day, and I'll see you back in Atlanta.
I'll be back tomorrow. Hold it down till I get back.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that. The Nutrisystem family for sure.
That's right.
And just to Ken's point, the fact that he wasn't hungry, the fact that he not only enjoyed what he was eating, all of the decisions were already made for him. He wasn't spinning an arm and a leg. It's so interesting how sometimes people kind of get caught up in what they thought they heard some time ago, that it's expensive. Not expensive. $9 a day for your entire meal, for your entire day's worth of meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, about $9 a day. It's about $3 per meal. It tastes like cardboard. Doesn't taste like cardboard. This tastes better than my cooking and tastes better than most of the food that we eat on a daily basis. And we're getting a variety, and it's easy.
It's easy.
Everything is labeled for you. Everything is packaged for you. You warm it up in the microwave. You add your own fruits and vegetables, which you would do anyway, right? And then you're good to go. And you watch the results in your body. You're gonna watch the results in your body, just like Ken said, other people are gonna notice. It's interesting how we don't really, sometimes there are people in our perimeter that we don't notice until one day you're walking down the hall at work and, you know, Joe from the mailroom says, wow, you know, you've lost weight. And you're thinking, I didn't even know Joe even noticed.
Right.
It really is a decision that you're making for yourself. And Kat, I know that we don't have a lot of time left, but in our last 5 minutes, I just want to go over 22 days of food, and it's breakfast, lunches, dinners during the week, and then weekends are off, except for the first week, and the first week is the Fast Five.
That's right. The first week is Fast Five, and we call it Fast Five because you're going to be eating Nutrisystem meals and drinking shakes for the first 7 days, and in that 7 days, you can lose up to 5 pounds. And the reason Nutrisystem did that is because they want you to see success, just like Ken did that very first week. He said he lost as much weight in that first week as he did in the whole month on the previous program that he had been on. And I love that he's a mental health professional. You know, that's something that we don't really think about a lot when it comes to weight. But I look at my pictures, I'm always hiding behind someone. You know, I'm not just smiling as much. And sometimes I am smiling, but my smile was really hiding something. Now in photos, I'm like this, like, hey, like all over the place. Like, yeah, girl, oh, there's a picture. Let me get in the picture. Because I was a heavy child. I was a heavy adolescent. I was a heavy adult. I was close to 250 pounds at my heaviest. And Nutrisystem can turn it all around. What did we say to everyone? This is the lunch bunch. Now, I can't be part of the lunch bunch because I'm part of the midnight crew. Well, I guess I can be part of every group. Because you know what? I got a work from home job last year. I didn't realize how being chained to, probably shouldn't say chained to a desk, but I felt like I was chained to a desk. I was there every day and my weight started to creep up. So I'm going back on the program. Don't be that girl who a month from now you're like, oh my gosh, look how much weight Kat lost. I should have started today. Start today. Start right now. Make the decision right now. I don't know if you're going to pick up the phone. I don't know if you're going to do that cool QR code thing, which I think is very cool. But the thing is make the decision today to say, I want in. I want what they have. I want to see who I can be, who's hiding underneath here. And the only way you can do that is to say right now, okay, I'll give it a try.
Right, and do it for yourself. What I like is that you don't have to make a big declaration to everybody and say, okay, friends and family, I'm going to do Nutrisystem. You don't have to do that.
Nope.
You make the decision, you call us or you go on to hsn.com. You can just do a couple of taps on the app. Couple taps, guess what? Done. And in a few days, you'll have a box coming to you. And in that box is gonna be an entire month's worth of food. You add your own fruits and vegetables, and you're ready to go. And then think about it. Maybe you'll determine and start at the beginning of September. And by the end of September, you'll stand on that scale again and say, wow, I feel good about myself. I made the right decision. And then if you got it on auto ship, then you'll know that another box is coming and you'll have more food coming, and the decisions are already made for you, all made by professionals. Because the funny thing is, we are left to determine life for ourselves. We're not professionals. We go into the kitchen and we just cook whatever we know how to. But what you're getting is food that's created by registered dietitians and chefs who know how to put a healthy meal in front of you without spending an arm and a leg. It's $9 a day for all of the food that you're eating, including the snacks, including the shakes, and everything is delicious. It's only gonna be a Today Special today. So if you want to think on it, I get it. But what happens is life gets in the way, it turns into tomorrow, and the Today's Special offer is gone. Don't do that. This is your time to call us or shop on hsn.com. And you've seen lots of befores and afters, but Kat, I always say the only before and after that really matters to you is yours.
Is yours.
Yes. And even if you were talking about having fun in the pictures, if you're not even in the pictures, if you're always the one that says, I'll hold the camera, I'll be behind the camera, it's time for you to get back in front.
That's right.
And you are now a part of the lunch bunch.
Part of the lunch bunch. And I'm gonna give lunch bunch a homework assignment. I want you to go in your closet, like, these are my before pants.
Okay.
Go in your closet. What pants are gonna be your before pants? You know what? Message us on social media, hashtag lunch bunch Nutrisystem.
Yes!
That's the hashtag.
Yes, for sure. You can keep shopping. Kat, we're gonna say goodbye for now.
Yes.
But you're gonna come back during the 1 o'clock show.
I'll pop in.
And we'll have another look at the Today's Special. And I want you to order your Today's Special now, and then call all of your friends and family who you know can benefit, and have them tune in at 1 o'clock so that they can see the presentation as well. So thank you, Kat. We'll see you. We'll give you a quick break for now. But we do have more, and we, as always, with our Today's Special and everything else, we make it really easy for you to shop on hsn.com. We actually have a Steal the Deal. This is something that we're doing every hour throughout the month. And these are products